upwards of 10 grand or 100 grand, I should say.
You made 100 grand on a beer can collections? Wow. I'm impressed.
Yeah, so was I.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, you collect a lot of stuff, so that's
But you know, at my age, it keeps my head good.
yeah.
No, I got that. If I had a collection, and first off, I wouldn't know what to, where to sell it. But 100 grand, that's great.
Well, it came in 3 different sales. One, my gallon sized, I had the biggest in the country, and the smaller ones, and then the foreigns.
Wow. So you had gallon-sized cans of beer?
I had 2,500 of them.
I didn't even know 2,500 kinds of beer.
Yeah.
No, they're empty. The
Oh,
weight
okay.
Well, I got that.
But
way too prohibitive.
okay. But I don't ever remember going any place that they had a option of buying a gallon in a can.
Oh yeah. You probably remember that.
Huh? Anybody else remember it?
Well, we used to get the little kegs.
Yeah, that's
I would get sometimes I had Sapporo beers would come like in a look like a little mini keg, but I don't think that was a gallon though.
No, we had they were really 5 liter.
5, okay. Yeah. I used to like those Sapporo beers. I haven't bought one like that, but I think they still sell them like that.
I have no idea. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Once I got out of Fords, I got out of them.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
had a bunch of support, but
So being in Colorado, you must have had a lot of, well, you had some Coors because there was Coors everywhere. I had prostate cancer surgery 20 years ago, and I woke up in the hospital room, and I had a roommate, and it was Jeffrey Coors. What's his face's son.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me he was a Coors. He just said Jeffrey. And then we were talking one day about, because we were there for 4 days, and he said, "What do you do?" I said, "I'm a photographer." And so, "What do you do?" He goes, "Well, I own a cardboard I manufacture boxes." He didn't say he manufactured all the Coors boxes, but
Coors container.
but yeah, it was an interesting time.
Yeah, and Coors is just about I don't know, 30 miles from here.
Yeah, golden.
But not
They're
even
like
30.
Bud Light cans. They're going out of business.
I'm keeping Bud regular in business.
Well, you need to get a Bud, one of those multicolored cans for whatever they call it, the stuff where they got in so much trouble.
Oh yeah, that was Bud Light.
Yeah.
No, I don't collect cans anymore. I just got too much stuff, and I got to get rid of it. I'm getting too old.
Yeah.
Man, that's a hell of a lot of, you must have big storage space. That's all I got to say.
I got a big basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what happened when your basement got flooded? Did a lot of stuff get hurt?
Well, it got flooded. I've got new flooring. Had to start over.
Mhm.
Did you have stuff on the floor that got destroyed?
No, not really.
No, that's lucky.
I had everything elevated.
But how about all those lottery tickets and all you buy just to have them? People buy that too? Old?
Yeah, there's a group of lottery collectors.
Hmm.
And I write the article every month on every new game that comes out in the country.
Oh, okay.
Where do you write this?
I write it to our club members.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can forward a copy to you.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to see what you write.
Okay.
Um,
It's more of a listing than it is a writing.
so when you collect the lottery tickets, do you scratch them or just not?
Well, Colorado, I don't buy the 1500s. That's out of my range.
Okay.
There's a couple states now have $100 lottery tickets.
Oh, Lord. No, forget that. Yeah.
Texas and Oklahoma.
The only $100 lottery I buy is on the St. Jude Dream Home.
Yeah.
Because you put $100 and it goes to a good cause if you don't win, and And I think they only sell like about 10,000 of them though. So you could, you have at least a 1 in 10,000 chance, you know.
Well, a lot of states have 50s.
Okay.
So Colorado must have half a dozen or more 50s.
Every time I see somebody buying the lottery tickets, because they'll spend like $20 at the 7-Eleven I go to. And I'm dying to ask them if they actually ever win.
Well, the odds are against it, but
Yeah, I know the odds are against it, but I just see
have,
people, $20, 20 or, and the people that I see buying them don't seem like they have a ton of money. So they don't drive off in Cadillacs, but
well, there's that, there's the big prizes in the high dollar tickets. So
Yeah.
I guess you saw that movie about the guys who the couple who did the lottery tickets.
uh,
Some of those old crime movies, the mob guys were always in the numbers racket. They would
Yeah.
go to
Well.
jail for doing that. Now it's at every 7-Eleven.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
I still maintain the collection. I don't keep duplicates anymore. Just too much space.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave,
Hello, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
we're good.
Okay.
Good, good.
Now I've
Nice.
won probably about 10 times where I had the actual Powerball number, so you get your $4 back, but or you get $4. And one time I had the Powerball number and 2 numbers.
Well,
But you would think that'd be worth something. It's like $16. So it's like you don't get that much. Yeah, that's the closest I ever came.
well, it's all revenue for the states.
Yeah. I usually just do a quick pick, and then I have some numbers that my dad wrote down that he used to play before he died, and I'll play those too.
Those snakes.
I keep getting everybody froze on me here.
We're gonna call him the vice man. You should be vice president. Beer and numbers. That's you.
You said you had. Did you say you had jukeboxes?
I got 4 left.
That's mob run too around here, jukeboxes.
Yeah.
Well, I bought to sell. I used to have 6 pinballs down there in my basement, and I'm down to 1, and that's for sale.
Your basement must be like bigger than a warehouse.
It's pretty good size. But it used to be a hell of a party room. 6 pinballs, beer on tap, jukebox.
Wow. We should have had a reunion there.
That's true. We probably could have.
Yeah. That's
Probably
true.
was fancy back then.
Rick's not coming today because he's got to go to his grandson's graduation.
That's
Weddings,
what-
graduations.
my girlfriend's granddaughter is graduating from KU this next week, and I wish I could make the trip, but this damn thing won't let me take a concentrator along. Well, there's too much walking too.
Yeah.
Now, what is KU? Kansas University?
She did it in 3 years.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was looking at a few pictures because Barry and I were talking, and I really liked. I also figured out how to make them bigger. So
Hey,
That's what I told my girlfriend before the bed broke.
What's
Right.
Figured how to make it bigger.
that?
You bet.
so that gives us. 'Cause I've had this picture up before, but never this close.
Yeah, that's nice.
Is that New Orleans?
Yeah, that's the New Orleans club. Yeah.
With the wall down so that it's the full size,
Okay.
and the Dixie flag. I never thought about the Dixie flag when I worked there, but what's today's cup? $1.25?
No, $1.75.
Oh, $1.75.
Yeah, it was $1.07 and 75 cents for the beer.
Yep.
You couldn't get
And
a
it was
beer without buying
amazing.
it. Was it?
I
Did
don't-
any other clubs do that? I know we wouldn't let you get a single beer unless you bought a mustache mug.
Really?
And I worked the bar many nights, and I don't remember anybody.
Everybody's frozen again. I'm having some issues with my machine freezing up here.
I don't remember anybody coming up and turning that mug in. People complained about having to buy it, but they kept it all the time.
Once they had the mug, then they could refill it for 75 cents.
Right.
But they could also trade it in at the end of the night for $1.70 or.
I bet that's Schlitz beer too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I grew up on.
Oh, yeah.
No, and the thing is, they had to go cash it in themselves. They wouldn't
Right.
allow waiters to cash them in.
Right. It was the perfect, they didn't do it.
Yeah, they didn't want to go stand in line at the bar, so they'd walk out with the mug.
Hey, Gim.
Yeah, babe.
Hey, Jim.
Hello, Kim.
Howdy.
I'm trying to get the view here, and it doesn't seem to want to work today.
You're there. Oop. Yeah.
What the
There we go. All right, that's better.
thank you, Glory.
We can't see you.
Oh.
I can't see you.
Well, we're here.
All present.
There you are.
There.
There goes. There goes.
That's
Never mind,
good.
go put it back like it was.
Oh,
I'm just having a good time zooming into everything. I only figured this out when Barry and I were talking.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
hey, Tom, when you were working at the club during the day, did we ever wash the front of the building?
No, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that, Dave.
Yeah. Shoot.
It would take away the ambience.
Yeah.
I remember there was a water spigot out there.
I wonder why we didn't make use of it.
Probably had to hose the sidewalk off sometimes.
Maybe Lucian and Henry and company did that.
Hose
No,
off
remember-
hose off the sidewalk. You know, when you clean up the blood from all the victims. You mean?
No, usually the barf and everything is awful. Bourbon Street has its own particular smell. I mean, it's just like,
And it's not bourbon.
you know, there's no 3-second rule. If you drop something on the street there, you don't want to put it in your mouth.
No.
Sometimes that line would wrap around all the way to Rizzo's.
Yeah.
Are they still keeping the quarter pretty clean?
Yeah, it's fairly clean the last time I was down there, as far as trash and garbage. But as far as murderers, no, it's not.
Yeah, except for that.
And this was the picture I was showing Barry before everybody got on. Which,
Oh, the old
Eye
pie.
in the face.
Oh my.
Where?
I know Joel and Joan there and Sonny Helmer. That's all I know.
Is that Joel getting it? This
Well,
guy-
the banjo player getting it.
I don't think nobody do that to Joe, huh?
That's what I was thinking.
I'd hate to have pie all over my banjo. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
Lord.
we started using shaving cream instead of whipped cream because that whipped cream stinks and gets sticky, you know, but we just tried not to use the menthol shaving cream because that burns your eyes.
In the
Right.
top picture, is that George French playing lead banjo?
Oh,
No, it's Joel, I think.
I thought it was Joel.
That's Joel.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I just zoomed in.
Joel and Sonny and
Let me zoom in some more. Great. I love this whole thing of zooming in.
all right.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no
see it
dimension.
now. Yeah. But that's not Sonny in the bottom
Last-
photo.
I've spent the last 2 years saying, no, I can't zoom in. And
is that Joe Dragon?
On the top picture, the trombone player is Jimmy Heaslip, I think.
okay, I thought that was Sonny
That
Helmer.
could be. That could be. You're right.
Yeah.
Is that Joan Dragon?
Yes.
Yeah. Prettiest banjo player I ever met. Other than Ron Bizel, but you know.
Well,
Oh,
Banu.
don't you, hey, Chris, don't you remember Penny Clark?
No, I don't.
I remember
She was a doll.
Penny
husband-
Clark. Hmm.
her husband was Ron Clark, who managed the New York club for a while.
Really? Didn't know that.
Banu's awful good looking.
Oh, yeah.
I have some Banu pictures.
Jim, I saw you just had a birthday. I hope you had a good birthday.
Well, it was nice. It was
birthday.
nice.
Happy birthday, Jim.
Yay.
Happy
Wonderful.
birthday.
My age is classified, so don't ask.
Wouldn't think of it, no.
I think I got you beat, Jim.
I doubt it, but okay.
Well, my next one's 86.
I concede. I concede.
That's like Maxwell, that's Maxwell Smart's number.
Tom or Bill, did you hear that the balcony was added when it became the mustache? I
Yeah,
didn't know
'cause
that.
the pictures that we had from when it was the dream room don't have the balcony.
Yeah, I
Really?
didn't know.
Yeah,
I remember standing on the balcony during Mardi Gras. That was quite a mess up there on the street. Yeah.
yeah, we were the first
That-
club.
that- That picture must have been taken right when it became the mustache, because look at the car. That car is a late 40s, early 50s car.
It looks like,
And the one in front of it's just a little newer, but not much.
Yeah, it looks like a Chevy station wagon.
Yeah.
I think you're right. The one on the right, it looks like a 53 Chevy to me.
that's what I'd say, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they said, didn't it open in 62 or 63 in New Orleans?
I think
I thought it-
64. When
64? Okay.
I had a Chrysler 63. It was a Chrysler Windsor Deluxe, 1963.
Yeah.
I didn't have it new. Neil and I bought it when we were down in Point Pleasant, and we used it to drive back and forth from the club to our house in Neptune, New Jersey. It was a great old car.
But he didn't drive, did he? Wasn't it you?
No,
drive?
no, he didn't. That's what we bought it together, but he didn't drive. So I got to drive it all over the place. And at the end of the summer, he ceded his interest in the car over to me.
was that Neil Hunter's there?
What's that?
Was Neil Hunter's there you talking about?
No, DeFeo.
Oh, Neil DeFeo.
Yeah, he and I were roomies that summer.
Yeah.
Looks like the door to the upstairs is open. Suspicious.
Neil DeFeo, he played pretty loud.
Oh, yeah.
Still does.
That was the perfect location, right in the center of the center block of Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and good eating right next to us too at Rizzo's, and then the next block was Chris Owens' club. You go up a couple more blocks was Pete Fountain and Al Hurt.
Yeah.
Now I remember having to grease the poles though for Mardi Gras because people would try to climb up it from the street.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh my.
When did they stop running their parades through the French Quarter?
It must have been after 71 because I remember my first time working down there, the Bacchus parade was still passing down Bourbon Street.
That would have been fun.
It was very, not much room in there to put,
Yeah.
and Bacchus had these big old floats. They weren't the supersized that they are now, but they had to have special jacks to lift them and get them around to turn corners in the
my-
French Quarter.
But that'd have been a perfect spot to watch it because you'd be up there with some of the people on the float
Mm-hmm.
if you're on
Yeah,
the
pretty
balcony.
much.
I thought the people redid the inside very nicely with the
Yeah.
exposed brick and all.
It was a nice wrought iron railing we had.
Yeah. And it was strong because there were a lot of people on that balcony.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
How you doing?
Yeah, Mike.
How's everybody?
Fantastic.
Oh, good.
Good, man. Good.
Yeah.
It's cold down here, man.
Here's a shot from up on the balcony looking during Mardi Gras. Or it was not one of the busier days right there. It must have been in the middle of there's some out. I think Marty sent this to me, Marty Fay. So it must have been the year he came down for Mardi Gras.
Hmm.
Some pretty hippie hairdos.
Yeah. Yeah, my hair was down on my shoulders when I was working there too.
The white building at 11 o'clock, that's Al Hurt's club.
Yeah. And right down here was there was a hotel, and then the bottom floor and the next block was a little all night eatery called Mr. Perky's. Sometimes
Oh, yeah.
after work, Mr. Perky's, get her something to eat.
Billy, that hotel you see there just past Al Hurt's.
Yeah.
One time at Mardi Gras, I need to go get something from one of the guys in the band who was staying over there. Took me 45 minutes to get from the Mustache here to that hotel you see there a half a block away.
Yeah. Especially if you were trying to go in a different direction from the way the crowd was going.
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
Sometimes you
No.
get on the street and you kind of just go where everybody else is going. Yeah.
I remember that hotel. We went down there to play with somebody. Somebody else, some name was playing. Was it Pete Fountain, perhaps? I don't remember. But anyway, the band was marching off the swimming off the diving board into the swimming pool, and I said, "It's too damn cold for that." So
It's not good for the banjo either.
I begged off of that one, but it was kind of wild.
They float.
Not mine.
No.
Yeah, Rich,
As many times as we've seen this photo, nobody could ever identify the girl.
Nope.
No,
No, she's pretty, but
she's
she
gorgeous.
up in our picture.
absolutely. That's
Somebody needs to contact Eddie. Maybe Eddie can identify her.
I don't know. I
And
could
the thing
ask.
is, every time we looked at this picture, the girl's the only one I see.
True.
He is attractive.
Yeah.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth. Yeah.
But every picture that Billy's in, he's always looking good. He's always smiling.
Ha-cha-cha.
Billy was he was great at the mustache, man. He was always up.
Yeah.
Always up.
I thought David looked a little spiffy back there with his little tie on. It looks cute, David.
Yeah, went to the tie.
With your Prince Valiant haircut.
I hadn't put on the skimmer yet, because once I put on the skimmer, I couldn't take it off. The way you get skimmer hair. Skimmer hair.
God forbid we shouldn't look dapper. Yeah, I don't even remember why we ended up at the door with this girl, but
Really, I was going to say, are you escorting her in? Hopefully.
I don't know. It's one of our camera person's photos, so maybe this girl wanted a picture with some of the waiters. I don't know.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Roger.
Sound
Hey,
like
Roger.
Roger.
Where am
Roger,
I?
who's this girl?
Say what?
Who's the girl in the picture?
The girl in the picture. I can't tell you who she is. I don't know. Who took the picture, I wonder?
Well, there's one of our 8x10s, I think.
Oh, that was probably taken by a camera crew in the back, Vagabond,
Yeah,
Charlie and Peggy Vagabond.
'cause I have a copy of it here, so I don't know.
I have a copy of it too, I think.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know.
But somebody must have said smile because we all look pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys are, you're
that's-
right.
that's
how happy those
debatable.
guys are.
Well, I think we all had our hands on her butt is the thing, and we were all.
whoa,
It sort of looks like that.
That's
That
why
wasn't-
she's
that wasn't
smiling.
Billy's-
I think
Billy, that's
Billy had the
not-
biggest handful because he was smiling the most.
David looks hungry. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Lovely, lovely.
How's
Yeah.
everybody been? Everybody okay?
Yeah,
still, still here, still here.
So far, so good.
I just got back off of a 7-day cruise on Carnival cruise ship.
Oh, nice.
Where'd you cruise? Where'd you go?
We left out of Long Beach in LA, went all down to Puerto Lavare and Cozumel, not Cozumel. But,
Well, that sounds great.
it was the most amazing thing I've ever been on. I've never seen such an organized event.
This was
Unbelievable.
this was a picture somebody put on Facebook. And it was from the Remember When in New Orleans, and I saw the mustache guy up front. Is that Charlie Hernandez? I can't think who else.
Yeah, it looks like.
Charlie Hernandez, Mike Gentry, myself, and Maynard played that. That was the first jazz fest out there at the fairgrounds.
Yeah,
Is that when we had our big Schlitz truck and our fire
oh
truck?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I tell you what, the big hit song we played, it was new on the radio.
Mhm.
You're 16, you're
Yeah.
beautiful in your mind. That's
Yeah.
the big song. And the next day in the newspaper, they did a write-up on our performance. They even mentioned that song. That's how I remember it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Jazz
Mhm.
Fest is going on now.
Yeah, yep, it's
Right
going.
now, as we talk. And you see Charlie Hernandez, the tuba player in that picture?
Yeah.
Tried finding him for years, every reunion, starting with way back in '87. The Carnegie reunion, every one, and I can never find him.
Didn't he
Uh-huh.
become a music teacher at a
He,
school?
he was the band director at Bonneville High School,
Yeah,
and I never could find
Oh.
him.
this is a Barry
Okay.
Kaiser photograph of this year's Jazz Fest.
He's
Really?
he's
Yeah.
been doing that for several years now.
A little bit more crowded than it was out there when we were there, huh?
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's
Nice
all
picture.
inside the.
Hey, Barry, on that previous picture, it said 1976.
Well, it might have been published in '76, but that's at '74 when you and I were out there.
Okay.
Okay. If you look real careful, close to the water there, about the fifth person in from that little tent, that's me.
I thought that was,
I thought that was you.
Recognize you anywhere,
Yeah.
Billy.
Barry said he was going to shoot, so I smiled and I waved. So,
Yeah, he goes up in a helicopter and does that.
yeah,
gigantic.
he must be in a helicopter or a drone. He ain't that tall.
No, he goes up.
So that's what Jazz Fest looks like today, huh? My gosh. Is that a racetrack or something?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, that's a racetrack.
Yeah.
it's all on the infield of the racetrack. If you look to the left, the orange roofs, that's the grandstands.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got the picture off already, so I can put it back up. But you know, they my screen keeps freezing on me, so I apologize if I keep going in and out. I don't know what's going on here.
We're not losing you.
No,
No.
yeah. Well, this is a little blast from the past. I mean, from our Carnegie Hall reunion, one of our songs that the bands warmed up before they went on Carnegie Hall. Let me see. Oh, I gotta get it to the right place yet. I'm sorry. I'll talk in a second.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to y'all, but I'm trying to. I forgot if I get it. It's sometimes it's hard to get it up, huh, Tom?
Barry, say,
Hard to get it up.
That's a
Yeah.
personal problem.
That's right.
Barry, say hello to Dottie if that's her.
Dottie's in the back there.
Tell you hello.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Dottie.
Hey,
Daddy.
Daddy.
There.
How
Hey,
you
how-
doing
God.
today?
y'all looking handsome.
Oh, thank you so much.
You need to come back some more.
Yeah,
So she has to go to the eye doctor.
we need encouragement.
Dottie, you need to get your bifocals adjusted.
Oh, okay. Well, good to see y'all.
Good to
All
see
right,
you.
thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, we got it finally. Sorry. Takes me a while. Okay.
That was great. That was great.
Joel put Mitch Miller up there.
There's some Hall of Famers in that group, I'll tell you. Whoa. Whew.
Hey, Ira appeared.
Hey, guys.
Oh,
Hey,
Ira.
Ira.
Good music when I come on.
Hey, hello, Myra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting in the back there with Bill Dern and Jeff Olswang.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that.
And what does that tell you?
I know.
Please.
I better keep my insurance payments up. That's what it tells me.
You got it. You got it. Whoa.
Whoa.
I remember we were playing in that room and we said, oh shit, this ain't gonna go too good.
Looks like it went pretty well. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the thing is, in the rehearsal room, it sounded like hell. We got on the stage and the magic happened, I think.
I think you're right.
I think
Yeah.
that's the way it went. Yep, you're absolutely
When
right.
you get dressed up in front of the crowd, turn on.
The roar of the grease paint and the thrill of the crowd, right?
When we were in that room, we all looked at each other and said, oh, this could get ugly.
Yeah.
You know, it's real true. I've given a presentation on Zoom the other day, and I just can't get used to the idea of not having an audience. I mean, because, you know, talking to a damn box, I mean, it's just not the same.
Just doesn't cut it. No.
No. You got 50 people on the other side of that box and you have no idea what the hell they're doing. So
Yeah.
it just ain't the same. These kind of things are great because you can see everybody.
Yeah, I played last night with the Pittsburgh Banjo Club, and it was so great to have an audience again. And
You look pretty good and all dressed up there.
although that was a picture from another notice that I had put up, but I just used it.
They
Because
look good anyway.
people pay more attention to your Facebook posts if there's a picture on it of some sort. But I just was trying to entice people to come, and we had a full house last night, so that was great.
That's
Isn't that
good.
great? That's great. That's terrific.
Hey, Mike, got a gig coming up with Pontarelli, Jim Calm and Dave Marshall. You know,
Great.
you know those guys,
Yeah, where's that gonna be?
just a local bar.
In Denver?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, what you want? Oh, yeah, everybody's frozen, so it happens. I don't know. I don't know if I can see you or
I
not.
know. I was having trouble with Emily, but
Yeah, we lost you.
Here, you can say now. Here she is.
hey, everybody,
Donnie,
Hey, how are you?
good to see you. Just wanted to say hi.
Well, hello.
hey, Bonnie.
Hello. You
I
can
like how
stay
you-
for the call.
Yeah,
No,
I
I know
like
you guys like to,
I like the garden work you do.
You're cooking dinner for him.
no, we're having leftovers tonight.
Don't tell that to Chris.
Chris laughed.
Yeah, said cooking dinner.
Leftovers tonight.
No, we cook dinner. We call Pontchartrain po' boy.
All right, y'all have a good meeting.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
All right.
Thank you.
See you.
Yeah.
What do you got there?
Yeah.
Like new.
We have Roger.
Yeah. That was
Who's behind the truck?
our famous fire truck. That's Ron Manuel at the far
The
end.
Manual?
And the guy who owns it is like new. He wanted to use that in his advertising. So he did a good job. And Neil Undersayer did all the artwork on it.
Really cool. Good for him.
I meant to get it posted. Neil Undersayer is a great painter, and he has a painting of Willie Nelson, and he got him to sign it. And Gene posted it today on the Facebook. He's amazing. He has a studio out behind his house, and it's just full of artwork.
Wow.
Yeah, Ron Manuel came up to Denver in probably what,
Yeah, he came-
73, something like that, maybe?
Yeah, he was working with me in New
Earlier.
Orleans,
No,
And I-
earlier than that.
and I took him out there, and he started managing the club out there.
Yep. Because I was assistant manager with him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, as I say, the good old days.
Yeah, they were over 50 years ago.
Oh, thanks a lot. And that's the same truck showed up again. Our United Fund Drive.
Yeah.
There's a George Berg up there, Ben Smith, Neil, and Jim Hazlett.
Yeah. One of my first weeks I was there at the Mustache, they asked for volunteers for us and the Playboy Bunnies to be on the fire truck collecting for cystic fibrosis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
You had to twist your arm to get up there with some Playboy Bunnies, you know?
Well, they were, I like the Playboy Bunnies.
Yeah.
I was dating one of them. Her name was Sherry Kreider. And her sister's name, twin sisters, her name was Mary Kreider. And she used to date Bill Johnson, who run the warehouse.
Okay.
We used to
Roger,
hang
you had
out.
quite a collection of shorts time in your life.
Oh, God. That was my manager's outfit. New suit, new tie, and a nice hat.
But this guy over on the right, I mean,
Jim Hazlett,
Yep.
great trombone player.
Wonderful guy.
Yeah, he was so good.
He was one of the best I ever heard.
He played up in St. Louis for a while.
Yep.
After he left the Mustache, he went with Pete Fountain.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, Roger, they were asking earlier, when did the balcony get added to the building?
right after the Dream Room closed down.
Was
The
it before the mustache opened or was it after?
No, it was, they put the balcony up before the mustache opened.
Okay.
That was part of the new floor plan. And they always had that upstairs exit. We use it for all kinds of fun things.
I remember a particular Keith Yorston contest up there.
Hey, I don't. What the funny thing about that, I had to preview all those things. Because we had, I made an award we gave out to the winner.
Yeah, somebody had to witness it, right?
Yeah, that was my
That's
job.
right.
As GM, man, it's coming up from New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
geez.
witnessed Will Soto. We were sitting at the
Oh, yeah.
employee table
Yeah.
and
Was
he
it
had
under the buffalo?
Yeah, he was under the buffalo.
under the buffalo. And he
Someone was
also
in
got the
the
clap
cooler
that
one time,
day.
and someone was in a box of hats in the back. What kind of lifestyle did we have?
Debauchery. That's what it was.
But
Hey, David, your microphone is off.
Oh, David's oh yeah.
He's muted.
Yeah, I was
There
listening.
you go.
I was
Oh,
listening.
it was much better. It was much better the other way. I'm sorry.
Hey, wait.
Wow. So Snake, is it snowing in Denver today?
no, it's windy, but
Oh, wow, look at that shot.
That's a big picture.
well,
Beautiful.
That's so nice.
But there were some clean.
That's when we were the headliners at the Banjo Festival, International Banjo Festival in Eureka Springs.
Beautiful.
Know
Great.
what that is?
That's when Peter was singing radio and he couldn't remember the word. He kept looping back to the beginning. Remember that?
Really?
He kept
That's
looping
true.
back to the beginning, so he couldn't get out of the song. We couldn't get out. Finally, Mike said, "Follow me," and we went out, regardless of what words he was singing.
Hey, Barry, you're the only one there with white shoes?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't wear white shoes on Bourbon Street.
Hey, Barry, after that set, we decided, and we told Peter that he needs to learn a new song. He said, "Yeah, what song is that?" We said, "Radio."
Yeah, we were sitting out on that porch right outside of the hall. Remember that, Mike?
Uh-huh,
He walked out,
absolutely.
we said, "We got a new song for you, Peter."
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's a
was
good
all
looking picture,
excited.
y'all.
He was all excited.
That's a great tune. You know, the guy who wrote that thing is a cartoonist. Yeah.
This is
That was
You know what?
probably,
When we had that band that you just had the picture,
Yeah.
we were doing strictly mustache stuff, and all those banjo players never heard it.
Oh, really?
that's right.
We had a house full of banjo players, and they never heard mustache stuff.
Oh, my.
Really?
Key changes and tempo changes and all, they never heard of that. You know, that's how we learned, you know, doing that stuff. Those banjo players never heard it before.
No,
Wow.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
Barry, we should make available that recording we made with Harry Higgins.
I have
Remember
to
that?
look at that, yeah.
Harry Higgins, really? Oh, good for you. Never met him.
What happened was we found out that he's the guy that came up with the whole scheme of how we played at the Mustache and the Red Garter,
Certainly was.
with key changes and tempo changes and theme medleys and stuff like that. We found that out. So Mike and I sat on my back porch one day and called him up. We got his number and called him up. He kept us on the phone, huh, Mike, for a good hour.
Over an hour, yeah.
Over an hour telling us about the old days. he remembers when Joel came into California and was sitting in with those guys. 'Cause he
Yeah.
was leading the band at the Red Garter, Harry Higgins.
Well, Harry Higgins and sure, and Lee, what's his name? Lee Castle. And,
Yeah. They were all Red Garter people, and he's telling when Joel came down and sat in with those guys to learn what they were doing. You know,
Right.
quite interesting.
But he said he also opened up all the Red Garters for Jack the Pan. And he came in and Jack had him sign a 5-year contract. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
huh? 5-year contract. Can you believe that?
The banjo player.
Yeah.
well, there's two things I can't believe about that. One is a contract. My God, did anybody else in this crowd have a contract? I didn't. And the other thing, 5 years, holy smokes.
That
5
was
minutes,
Red Garter. That was Red Garter. Not, you know, that was.
sure, 5 minutes maybe, but not 5 years.
You know, right, when I was down in New Orleans with Barry, we had to sign union contracts. So I went in and I signed a contract and came back and I couldn't believe it. Your father's mustache was listed as a 5.5 hour steady job. And sidemen for 5.5 hours made $29.05.
That's what I started at.
$29.05 for
5 hours.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Some of the clubs had union contracts to play at the mustache.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this is the day we all got together and had lunch at the old Mustache, and it was
Wow.
called the Pier 424 Seafood Market.
Okay.
What year was this, Barry?
David, how
it was after the reunion, obviously. 'Cause
5
we got
years
our
ago?
red- I got my red
Yeah.
shirt on, so it was.
it was after the Carnegie.
I don't know. What do you think?
5 years ago, 6 years ago.
2016, 2015.
Okay.
You know, there are certain spots you can sit in there and you can see the old wall,
Mm-hmm.
right on the wall behind it.
Well, one thing for sure, those posts are the same posts we had.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that place there?
It's
Still
there, yeah, same posts.
Still has Rogers grease on it.
Yeah, I think, is it still the same seafood restaurant? I haven't been down there in a while.
I think it's changed.
Every Mardi Gras, Roger would waste about 8 bottles of Vaseline on those posts. We could use something else.
You know, well, actually, I remember the first time we greased them, we used regular axle grease. And boy, people were really, when he would climb up, they'd come down all black.
But then he used the Vaseline. Is that right, Roger? You used Vaseline on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they couldn't get up the poles, right?
Well, they tried. It's people, you know, people get drunk, they'll try anything. Amazing.
Is that the restaurant it became when the Mustache closed?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's changed names, I'm not for sure.
Right.
Snake, is Josephina still there where the mustache was on Lerner Square?
No. I don't know what it is now. I haven't been downtown quite a while.
Okay, what is the name of there's, because when I was there before, it was, if you walk by it, it looked the same with the red, the round.
It looked the same, yeah, Josephina's kept it just like it was.
Yeah,
So what's in the building where your mustache was in Armour Square?
it was a restaurant.
Restaurant? Yeah.
Is it now, Snake?
No, I don't know what it is. I haven't been down there, Mike, in a while.
Is Armour Square still booming with activity?
Well, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
How
There was a hotel across there. I can't think, called the Frontier Inn or something.
Yeah, I'm on the west side. I stay away from downtown.
Is everybody excited about the new Denver Broncos coach?
Well, they're optimistic, let's put it that way.
Here's Roger Ricci.
Wow.
Which one's Roger Ricci?
The one in the back with the tuba.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Davy Lewis.
There's
Right.
Dave Lewis, that's Davy Lou. You know, on banjo is John Gill.
John
Yep.
Gill. yeah.
Yep.
And then Jerry Cool on trombone.
That's a great name for a trombone player.
Jerry
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
We had auditions one time in New Orleans for a trombone player. And so a bunch of guys come in, this one black guy comes in, and his girlfriend is carrying his trombone. He says, put it together for me. He
Really?
says, so she takes it apart, puts the trombone in, puts the trombone together, takes this gold-plated mouthpiece, very carefully puts it in there and hands it to him. He says, my name is Slide. They call me Slide because I played a trombone. And that motherfucker couldn't play a B flat scale. Oh, he was terrible.
Funny.
Maybe his girlfriend needed to do it.
Yeah.
There's Joe Terra's Salvation Army drum.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering why he was playing drums rather than the,
Yeah.
When he did Salvation Army, he always beat on that tom-tom drum.
Right.
put a penny on the drum, save another drunken bum.
Bum.
Yeah.
Right.
There was the time that trombone player came to sit in for a job in New Orleans, another story. And he did the same routine Mike said. He didn't have a girlfriend, but man, he sprayed his slide and the whole bit. And we said, well, come on in and sit in with us. And he stood there and smiled at the audience, moved around and stuff, but he never played one song, one note the whole set. The whole set, he didn't play one note. So on a break, the guys in the bed, they were laughing at me. He said, how you gonna handle this, Barry? I said, well, I don't know. I'll see. So I went up to him and said, you know what? You really don't play the same style we play. Your style's a little bit different than ours. And you know what he said? He said, I don't need this fucking job. I can always go back to washing dishes.
Is that what he said, Barry?
Exactly what he said. He was a dishwasher that got a hold of a trombone and came to get a job.
Yeah,
I can always go back to washing dishes.
yeah, that was a life experience for him, being on the bandstand.
Wow.
I told him he didn't play quite the same style as us.
That was brilliant, man. That was brilliant.
That's funny.
Man. All right. Hey, man, just everybody's doing good. That's good to hear. Same guys in every week.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta put a Jeff and Benu and Christine picture in every time.
That's a great picture.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Does she have a daughter?
Who, Banu?
No, Christine.
What?
Christine.
I can't remember, Roger.
Oh,
Yeah, Christine got on twice after the reunion, but we haven't seen her since.
She's on the list. I send it to her every week.
Yeah.
Same
Okay.
with you.
You sent it to a bunch of people, man.
I get
That's
rejected
great.
all the time.
I really kind of miss Jeff.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I gotta work. Since Jeff and John are gone, Billy and I have to work.
oh.
Well, I tell you what, Christine might not have been the best trombone player in the mustache outfits, but the audience loved her the best.
Oh,
They
just
did like her.
man. She got up there and played that horn. They just got very excited. At that
told the
point, in time,
story.
you didn't see a lot of female trombone players.
She told the story when she was on the first time about how the slide flew out one day and hit somebody.
Really?
Oh,
In New
my.
York or on the road?
I don't know. I think on the road, but I'm not sure.
When I was with the show band, we had Christine with the long red hair and the singer dancer. Her name was Barbara Rubin. Mike, you might remember her, but she was
Well-
beautiful. She was beautiful with long red hair. So Bob Adams was smart. He put one redhead at one end of the band and one redhead at the other end of the band. So he had three guys between two beautiful redheads.
Yeah.
They never saw the guys.
They never saw the guys.
Hey, Barry, remember what the Joe Terra called Christine?
Legs Ladane.
Legs Bendinger.
Oh yeah, Legs Bendinger. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, this is Benny, but this is Leggy.
That's that. You know where that picture is? That was taken in Wichita, Kansas. We were opening up a brand new mall. That was,
Wow.
that was the fall of 1972.
Wichita, Kansas, Jesus.
We got snowed in there, but that's Jay Brackett that played the trombone in the back, Buzzy and me, and Banu, and on tuba was Dane Marion.
That's
That's
Jay
what-
Brackett in the back?
Jay Brackett.
Oh.
Wow.
And it's Bruce O'Neill there, man.
No,
That's not Bruce O'Neill?
that's Buzzy up front. Me and Buzzy. Barry
Right, and then Banu's in the middle.
Banu's in the middle, Jay Brackett behind Buzzy. His head is
Right.
out.
That doesn't look like Jay Brackett.
It is him.
It is.
And who's behind, who's the tuba player?
Dane Marion.
Oh, don't know.
Mike, you remember him, huh?
I worked with him on the show band when you guys left.
Mm-hmm.
Worked with him. Dennis Drury was on the band.
Dennis Drury.
We played that mall, and that night we got snowed in Wichita, Kansas. We were sitting on the Florida concourse at the airport, and finally the airlines bought rooms for us. That wouldn't happen now.
No, hell no.
No, you give you a voucher and send you home, yeah.
John Murata used to book us into the craziest gigs. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
One of them, right in the middle of a mall, a brand new shopping mall.
One summer, we went out to the J.L. Hudson department store in Detroit, I guess. And we had to play 10 minutes every hour. That's all. They wanted to have entertainment there, but they didn't want to distract people from shopping too much. So we used to play, 10 minutes an hour from like 10 o'clock until 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
It was a really easy gig, but boring all day long.
Yeah, you
We
must have
left-
gone out of your mind.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, you could have taken a stroll around Detroit.
No, thanks.
Yeah, hey,
You wouldn't
that's
be
on
back
my-
for the next
that's on
10
my
minutes
bucket
set.
list. That's on my bucket list right there, man. I'm telling you. Hey, guys, I gotta go. You all have a
Okay,
good
Mike.
weekend.
Okay,
Mike,
Mike, see you next week.
Mike,
Take care, Mike.
Week.
See you
take
well.
care.
See you later, Mike. Take
Yeah.
care.
Later.
Mike, don't forget your mother next week. No, that's right. It's 2 Sundays from now. Never mind.
What is it?
Mother's Day coming up.
Got it covered.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, guys, I'm gonna bail out too. Take care. It's great to see everybody.
Bye,
Nice
Chris.
nice
Okay,
seeing
Chris.
you.
Chris,
Okay.
Yeah, I like all this.
All right. Well, it's 6 o'clock here. So I'll see
Oh,
you guys
no.
next week.
Okay,
certainly
we're on
is.
for next week?
Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah.
I don't have a
Thursday.
job.
Thursday.
Okay.
I'll see y'all next Thursday.
okay.
Yeah.
Next
Jolly
Thursday,
good.
yeah.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you,
Away,
Bill.
Lou.
All right. See you
Thanks,
later.
guys.
Billy.
Jolly good. Everybody have a
Later.
good week. Have a good week. will you?
All right.
See you next week.
Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.